Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again. Welcome back to Health Journey. In today's video. Did you know that many older adults today believe that just drinking milk, eating eggs, or occasionally adding a glass of whey protein is enough to keep their muscles in the healthiest state? But in reality, it's completely the opposite of what you think. I still remember one of my former patients, George, a 68-year-old man who, despite supplementing daily with eggs and milk as a routine, still lost nearly 5 kg of total muscle mass over 3 years. The problem was not a lack of protein, but rather that we misunderstand which sources of protein are truly suitable for the body after age 60. Many people think only meat helps build muscle, while beans and nuts can actually provide enough amino acids if prepared correctly. Some fear beans cause bloating, but when soaked and cooked properly, their benefits far surpass meat. Adding fiber, magnesium, and folate, critical factors the aging body greatly needs. And especially after 60, the body's protein requirement does not decrease. On the contrary, it must be higher to compensate for anabolic resistance. In today's video, Health Journey will share how to turn an inexpensive, easier-to-prepare food like beans into a secret weapon for maintaining muscle, memory, and long-term health. If you care about healthy aging and independent living, stay until the end of the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the latest tips. In medicine, there is a term called sarcopenia. It may sound complicated, but simply put, it is the condition of muscle loss due to aging. Muscles are the engine of the body. They help us stand up from a chair, climb stairs, carry bags, or keep balance while walking. Yet after age 50, if we don't pay attention to nutrition and exercise, each year we can lose nearly half a kilogram of muscle, the equivalent of a large piece of meat disappearing from the body. As muscles weaken, knees become shaky, legs less steady, and just one small stumble can lead to a fall, fracture, and a series of other complications. Beyond that, muscles are also a reserve of amino acids for the brain. When muscle mass shrinks, the brain lacks the raw materials to function, memory declines, reflexes slow, and even confusion can occur. What's concerning is that everything happens silently. Clothes become looser, climbing a few stairs leaves you breathless. Arms feel softer, yet many people think that is just normal aging. In the past, the common advice was to eat a lot of meat, eggs, and milk to supply protein. But over time, scientists realized that a diet too rich in animal protein brings many risks. Saturated fats, cholesterol, purines overburden the liver and kidneys, cause fatigue, and reduce appetite. Lean meat also lacks fiber and antioxidants needed to repair muscle tissue after activity. That is why the modern trend encourages combining more diverse protein sources: fatty fish, beans, nuts, low-fat dairy, along with fruits and vegetables. Plant proteins are not only easier to digest, but also provide magnesium, potassium, and fiber that help muscles contract smoothly and keep blood sugar stable. At the same time, light strength training, such as standing up and sitting down from a chair, lifting small weights, or brisk walking, helps muscles receive the signal to regenerate and restore strength. And here lies the key. Just by changing the way you eat and adding a few simple movements, you can reverse the process of muscle loss, maintain memory, and preserve independence after age 60. But the question is, what type of food is both inexpensive, familiar, and capable of building muscle more effectively than most people think? Surprisingly, the answer is not some costly or exotic food, but rather legumes, the very thing already present in most household kitchens. Soybeans are considered the #1 candidate, since one cooked cup provides nearly 28 g of protein, the same amount as boiled chicken breast, yet also comes with 10 g of fiber to support digestion and control blood sugar. Isoflavones in soybeans also help reduce mild joint inflammation and improve vascular health. The economic value is hard to ignore as well, only about $0.27 for one cup, far cheaper than chicken or beef. Lentils stand out for their richness in magnesium and folate. These are two critical nutrients for cardiovascular health and red blood cell production, helping to prevent anemia, a condition very common in older adults. Each cup of lentils provides 18 g of protein and 15 g of soluble fiber, creating long-lasting satiety and preventing uncontrolled snacking. Black beans, with their dark-colored skins, contain anthocyanins, antioxidants shown to protect nerves and reduce diabetes complications. The potassium content in black beans also helps support stable blood pressure. Meanwhile, chickpeas offer tryptophan, the raw material the body uses to produce serotonin, aiding sleep and promoting a calmer mood. When these legumes are incorporated into the daily diet, from soybean porridge in the morning, lentil salad at lunch, to black bean or chickpea soup at dinner, older adults not only receive the full 25-30 g of protein, but also essential fiber, vitamins, and minerals. With no cholesterol, low saturated fat, and being stomach-friendly, legumes are clearly the cheap protein storehouse that helps stop the spiral of muscle loss and extend independence in daily living. You see, after talking about the wonderful nutritional value of legumes, what truly makes them special is their ability to support muscle recovery after age 60, even more effectively than meat in many cases. The secret lies in leucine, an amino acid that acts as the switch to start the muscle-building process. When young, only about 2 g of leucine per meal is enough to activate this process. But after age 60, the body reacts less sensitively. Like a radio with weak reception, so it takes 2.53 g per meal to achieve the same effect. This is why many people, even when eating enough or even more protein, still lose muscle, a phenomenon experts call anabolic resistance. Lean meat or whey protein supplies leucine very quickly, but it's like a flash of light that fades just as fast. The body absorbs it all at once, blood sugar spikes, insulin surges, and then everything drops back down shortly after. For older adults with slower digestion, much of the leucine that isn't used immediately ends up converted into excess energy or stored as fat. In contrast, the protein in legumes such as soybeans, lentils, or black beans comes with soluble fiber. This makes absorption slower and steadier, lasting 3-4 hours, the natural rhythm of metabolism after age 60. As a result, muscles receive a continuous stream of amino acids, long enough to overcome anabolic resistance and begin rebuilding new muscle fibers. Not only that, fiber helps keep blood sugar stable, creating the right environment for insulin to transport amino acids into muscle cells. Magnesium and B vitamins in legumes also support energy production, helping muscles use leucine more effectively. It's very simple to practice. Just add about 3/4 cup of cooked beans to each meal and you'll already have enough 2.5 g of leucine along with nearly 18 g of protein. If chewing is difficult, blend them into soup or make hummus to eat with whole grain bread. Most importantly, spread intake evenly across 3 meals instead of loading it all at dinner, so muscles always have fuel throughout the day. After learning how to portion legumes properly to sustain muscle strength, the next question many people over 60 often worry about is, beans are good, but how do I avoid uncomfortable bloating? This is truly an obstacle that causes many to give up halfway, even though they know beans are an excellent source of protein. The main reason lies in certain hard-to-digest compounds in beans, which, when they reach the large intestine, are processed by bacteria and produce gas, causing a bloated feeling. In addition, beans also contain some natural substances that slow down protein digestion, making the stomach feel heavier. But the good news is that simply changing the preparation method can reduce this phenomenon by 70–90%. The simplest way is to soak dried beans in warm water for 6–8 hours, changing the water at least once, then rinse thoroughly before cooking. While cooking, adding a piece of ginger, a few slices of kombu seaweed, or a bit of cumin not only aids digestion but also enhances flavor. As for methods, cooking on a traditional stove brings rich flavor but takes more time. A pressure cooker shortens it to just 20 minutes, retaining more nutrients, though it requires careful handling. For quick convenience, canned beans are a practical option. Just rinse several times with warm water to reduce salt. And choose the low-sodium type if you have blood pressure issues. Canned beans are soft and easy to chew, especially suitable for those with weaker teeth, though their taste is milder than freshly cooked beans. To help the gut adapt, start with a small amount, about 1/3 cup of cooked beans per meal, then gradually increase to a 1/2 or 3/4 cup depending on tolerance. Drinking a glass of warm water after meals will help fiber move more easily. Reducing constipation. For those who still experience mild bloating, digestive enzymes containing alpha-galactosidase, available at pharmacies, can be taken right before meals. The important thing is that once the body adjusts, you will fully benefit, maintaining strong muscles, lowering cholesterol, stabilizing blood sugar, and enjoying easier digestion. Once you know how to soak and cook beans so the stomach feels comfortable, the next equally important step is How much to eat and how to plate it so the body gets enough protein while still digesting easily. Adults over 60 should aim for about 1.216 g of protein per kilogram of body weight. This means a 65 kg man will need about 80-100 g of protein per day, instead of consuming it all in one meal. Spread it evenly over 3 main meals with about 30-35 g of protein each. If still hungry, add a small snack. With beans, there is an easy-to-remember plate formula. A quarter beans, a quarter whole grains, a half colorful vegetables. Just 1 cup of cooked beans, about 150 g, already provides 15-18 g of protein. Add half a cup of brown rice, 5 g, and a few almonds or sunflower seeds, 7 g. And you are nearly at the target, while the vegetables help you feel full longer and keep blood sugar stable. A few simple meal ideas, all ingredients available at the supermarket. Chickpea salad, 3/4 cup soft chickpeas mixed with red bell pepper, cucumber, cilantro, and shallots. Drizzle with olive oil, lemon, and a pinch of ground cumin. This dish is refreshing and also supports iron absorption. Black beans with lemon, 1 cup simmered black beans. Quickly sautéed with garlic, lemon zest, olive oil, served with half a cup of quinoa. The mild sourness enhances taste and boosts iron uptake from beans. Lentil tomato stew, 1 cup red lentils cooked with crushed tomatoes, onion, bay leaf, and turmeric, finished with a splash of lemon juice. Easy to chew, rich in protein and potassium. To reach 30-40 g of protein, simply add 160 g slice of chicken breast or a 150 g cup of Greek yogurt. For vegetarians, increase beans to 1/4 cups or add 2 tablespoons of chia seeds mixed with warm water before bed. One small but very useful tip: always pair vitamin C from oranges, strawberries, bell peppers, or lemon juice during or after the meal. Vitamin C will unlock the iron in beans, helping the body absorb it twice as well, thereby preventing fatigue caused by anemia. Finally, drink 1-2 cups of water within an hour after the meal so the fiber in beans works at its best, preventing constipation. Many people, after learning that beans are rich in protein, struggle with the question: how to eat them conveniently, deliciously, and without getting bored. This is exactly when a simple but extremely effective strategy comes into play. Cook once, eat all week. Instead of soaking, boiling, and watching the stove every day, you can choose the weekend for batch cooking. Just soak each type of beans separately overnight, simmer them soft the next morning, let cool. Then divide into small boxes of about 150 g. Label clearly with the date and store in the freezer. When needed, simply move 1 box to the fridge the night before, reheat in the morning, and you have a portion as tasty as freshly cooked. Even the bean cooking liquid can be used as broth for soups, both economical and rich in minerals. A batch of 500 g of dry beans such as soybeans, black beans, or lentils can yield up to 12 small boxes, costing less than $1 yet providing nutritional value comparable to several meals of chicken that cost many times more. To avoid repetition and boredom, a rotating menu is the key. For example, on Monday morning you can have oatmeal porridge mixed with pureed soybeans, topped with banana slices and a sprinkle of cinnamon. The next morning, switch to whole grain bread spread with chickpea hummus and a few tomato slices. Lunch can also be varied: lentil salad with avocado and lemon juice or brown rice with stir-fried black beans and garlic. Dinner can be lighter with chickpeas in tomato sauce, rice noodles sautéed with young soybeans, or simply lentil soup. Thanks to rotation, you still eat beans every day, but your taste buds stay refreshed. If you want to boost nutritional value further, you can try sprouting beans. Just soak the seeds, drain them in a jar covered with a thin cloth, rinse regularly, and after 2-3 days you'll have sprouts richer in protein and less likely to cause bloating. A light stir-fry of soybean sprouts with olive oil and garlic can make a delicious, easy-to-chew side dish. When buying beans, choose whole, unspoiled seeds and divide them into small bags for longer storage. Another small tip: record how your body feels after each meal in a notebook, and you'll know which beans suit your digestion and which combinations sustain your energy best. With this pre-preparation method, beans are no longer a hassle but become a reliable companion, keeping muscles strong while saving money for your retirement budget. Many people still wonder, at over 70 years old, does adding beans to meals really make a difference? To answer, let's look at the real story of Mrs. Beverly, 80 years old, living in Ohio. She decided to replace part of the red meat in her daily diet with soybeans, chickpeas, and lentils, keeping the balanced ratio: a quarter beans, a quarter whole grains, and a half vegetables. After 4 months, the results surprised even her doctor. Her weight dropped 6.5 kg, mainly around the waist. Her fasting blood sugar fell from 128 mg/dl to 105 mg/dl. And her sleep improved significantly, with 6 straight hours instead of waking multiple times due to hunger or needing to urinate. Interestingly, Mrs. Beverly did not attend any exercise classes, only maintained a habit of walking gently for 20 minutes around her garden each afternoon. Her story is not exceptional. Many large studies have recorded similar results. In Shanghai, a survey of more than 5,000 older adults showed that those who ate at least 3 servings of beans per week maintained on average 1.4 kg more muscle mass than those who ate less, even though their activity levels were the same. In the U.S., a randomized trial on 800 people, aged 65-85, demonstrated that after only 12 weeks of adding 1 cup of soybeans daily, hand grip strength increased by 8%, and the ability to stand up and sit down improved by nearly 2 seconds compared to the group that only ate chicken. Meanwhile, the PREDIME study in Spain, well known for the Mediterranean diet, found that those who ate lentils and chickpeas at least 4 times a week reduced their risk of mobility decline by up to 30% over 6 years. This shows that the benefits of beans are not just theoretical but truly present in daily life. For people over 60, maintaining a reasonable portion of beans can help keep muscles strong, the waist slimmer, and sleep deeper and more consistent, even without heavy exercise. If Mrs. Beverly could change her health with just simple bowls of beans, then you can absolutely do it too. So why not start right from tonight's dinner? A small serving of beans could be the first step to opening a big difference in the later years of life. Looking back at everything we have just gone through, you may already see one thing clearly. Beans are no longer just a simple side dish in a meal, but truly a secret weapon that helps people over 60 preserve muscle, reduce belly fat, and maintain flexibility every day. Just 1 cup of cooked beans contains quality protein, fiber, magnesium, folate, and antioxidant compounds that the body needs to rebuild muscle fibers, protect the heart, and reduce silent inflammation. Not only that, beans are gentler on the liver and kidneys compared to red meat, while costing much less, an option both economical and safe for retirement age. When you know how to soak, cook, and portion them properly, you will be surprised to realize that this humble food can completely change how you feel about your health every day. So it is time to turn knowledge into action. This week, pick a familiar type of bean from the supermarket or nearby market. Red lentils, chickpeas, or black beans are all fine. Soak overnight, cook a batch, divide into smaller portions for the freezer, and try replacing 1 meat meal with 1 bean portion. It could be a chickpea salad, a lentil soup, or black beans sautéed with garlic. After 2 weeks, notice if standing up from a chair feels lighter, if your sleep is more restful, or if your waistline fits more comfortably into your usual pants. Before we say goodbye, I want to leave you with one question. Which bean will you start with to protect your muscles and maintain your independence? Share your answer in the comments. Perhaps your experience will become the motivation for someone else struggling to find a solution. Thank you for accompanying Health Journey throughout this video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with friends. So together we can build a community that is healthy, sharp, and happy in our later years.